Today is a great day.
We have not one, not two, but 3 new car parts to throw on. Now to me, there's no better feeling than when your parts finally show up. And the first one we got is a roof wing.
Now I actually ordered 2 of these, so I don't know which car it's for, so let's go find out.
Either be for the E90 or the Audi way in the back.
Well, turns out this one's for the E90.
Just gotta grab some window cleaner and a rag out of my detailing van. Now, in theory, this should be super easy.
But if you guys watched my videos before, you know I'm on the spectrum, so I probably will mess this up somehow.
So we just got it on and it's low-key not tough, bro. I'm not really sure why I don't like it. I think it sticks up too much. From this angle, it's not that bad, but I'm definitely pulling that off, bro.
That's tough, bro. That spoiler was like 300 bucks. I do not like that at all. Now, the next thing that I want to do,
I found these laying around in my storage locker and I want to swap them out for these ones here. I'm not really sure how to get them off though.
maybe like a really small pick. I don't really know.
But as you can see, we got to clean them up first. So let's go do that.
Now, I must have forgotten who I was for a second.
Because these do not fit. They're way too big.
So that's pretty dope. That's 2 things in this video that I can't get on. I don't even know why I try anymore, bro. This is so brutal.
But we did get them on the E90 and they do look good. Definitely better than they did before.
I thought I was gonna have one more part for this video before we get into the topic. I do have the part. The part is here. It does not fit my car.
So I legit waited 3 months for this carbon diffuser. I mean, this thing is dope, bro. It's supposed to go on my F30. 30 sitting right over here, and guess what? Don't fit, bro. Like, I don't know what I was thinking.
The M Sport bumper for the one that I got, which I obviously do not have. So we're gonna have to look around for that and try and get an M Sport bumper. I think it's worth it. That diffuser is gonna look sick. I really want it on the car. So now before we get into all the costs, I need everybody to hit subscribe. We're getting so close to 5,000 subscribers, which is crazy because I started this 4 months ago. Really trying to push for 10,000 by the end of the year.
And I'm gonna be giving away this e-bike and this e-scooter to my 10,000 subscriber.
They're both brand new, never been used, valued at about $3,000 altogether. So if you like my videos and you wanna see more, hit that subscribe button right now. We post all the time. Without further ado, let's get into how much it costs to afford
5 different cars at 21 years old.
We're gonna go from least expensive to most expensive.
Very least expensive is gonna be my 2023 Gas MC250.
Great bike, I bought it brand new. However, I literally have 0 hours on this, so it hasn't cost me a dime yet. It's uninsured, it hasn't had to have any maintenance yet because it's literally brand new, so it literally cost me $0 a month.
Next up is gonna be my 2007 E90. This thing's pretty new to me.
We had it for about, I don't know, 4 months so far. It's only really cost me the price of modifications. I put about 3 grand into it so far on mods and maintenance parts, stuff like that. See, I'm not gonna count the price of mods in this video because it's really just about maintenance and insurance and stuff like that.
I pay for all my insurance by the year just to save me the monthly cost, but I'll break it down into what it would be monthly for you. This car cost me $1,200 for the year.
Roughly $100 to $120 a month if I were to pay monthly. Maintenance-wise, it's got an oil change coming up, which is probably gonna be about $100. All my cars get their oil changes and maintenance done pretty much all at the same time. As far as this car goes, it cost me about $200 a month, roughly.
Next up is gonna be my detailing van, 2005 E250.
Like every other car except for the Mustang, I own this outright. Insurance was pretty much the same as the BMW. It's about $100 to $120 a month.
I also have the price of the website and other things for my brand on the side.
About another $200 a month. It's pretty cheap, about $300 to $400 a month for this one.
Now next up is gonna be my 2016 Audi B8.5. This car right here cost me about $200 a month for insurance.
It's got the oil changed on it and it cost me about $150, which is not too bad.
I also had to get a new set of tires. I haven't put them on yet, but they were about $1,600 for the set.
This month we're sitting right around $2,400, something like that. Now the Audi and the F30 usually cost me quite a bit more because those are Turo rentals. In case you're not familiar with what that is, I rent these cars out to other people, which is a source of my income. With that, maintenance and things like tires and all that sorts of stuff usually ends up being a bit of a higher cost for me because so many other people are driving it. These cars are usually gone for, I don't know, 2 weeks every month. Maintenance can be a bit up there, but most of it's a write-off at the end of the day, so it's not too big of a deal. If it weren't for that, these cars would be a lot cheaper.
Next up is my 2018 F30. Insurance on this thing is about $200 a month as well. Such a goated interior on this thing, dude. So I installed this carbon wheel and I literally haven't driven the car since I put this on. which is kind of an L on my part.
This thing also got its oil changed this month. I wasn't kidding when I said I do them all at the same time, which is a bit of a pain, by the way. This thing was about 200 bucks for the oil change as well. I take it to BMW. This one also cost me about $3,000 this month because I had to take it for an inspection. I made a video on that not too long ago, but basically I got pulled over for all the tint and everything. So remove all that. I had a code for the driver and passenger restraint system. I had to get some new relays for that to get my brakes done. There were a couple other things I needed to pass the inspection. Not the biggest deal, but whatever. So this month, this car has cost me about $3,500 to $3,600. Like I mentioned, this is also a Turo rental. So the price, you know, kind of fluctuates by the month, but this one ends up being pretty pricey sometimes.
Last but not least is my 2021 S550 5.0. This car is my baby. It's my daily driver. I love it. Only one I have a small payment on. Bought this car brand new in 2021 for about $50,000. It was on a 5-year term, so I'm literally almost done. We've got like $40,000 down. Payment-wise, it's about $600 a month. That is kind of a lot, but at the same time, when you have a pretty small term like that, like 5 years is not too long. Obviously, the payment's going to be a little up there, but a really, really clutch interest rate. Also paying quite a bit extra when I first had this car for the first 2 years, and now we're down to about $600 a month. Insurance on this was $4,000 for the year. Full coverage, gap insurance, and a couple extra things, sitting at right around 350 bucks a month for insurance, which sucks. Quick story time, because I'm sure a bunch of you are going to be wondering why my insurance payments are so high. Lost my license twice in the past couple of years. Every time your insurance goes up a percentage, which is brutal, and it's yeah, it's not great. This thing also just got its oil changed.
Cost me $300. Sure, a lot of you are gonna be like, how the hell did you pay $300 for an oil change? Little fact about the Mustang, this thing takes 10 quarts of 5-watt 50. I don't know if you know how much that is in Canadian terms, but that's like 150 bucks maybe just for the oil. Like, it's bad, bro, it's bad.
I also had to get an inspection done on this recently. Watch, all the same stuff as the BMW minus the passenger and driver restraint. Cost me about $3,000.
Finally, gas. You'll notice I didn't really include gas on any of the other cars, and that's because I don't really drive them.
I said the Audi and F30 are Turo rentals.
Usually other people gassing them up.
E90 and my van, well, I just don't really drive those.
The E90 still needs some work, and the van, I have everything to start the business. I have the website, I have all the tools. I've invested like 15 grand in it, and I just haven't hired somebody to do it. I don't have time to do the cleaning myself, so need to find somebody, but I've just been lazy. But anyway, for gas, it's coming in at a whopping $600 for this month. Now, yeah, that sounds a little high, and that's because I took a road trip to Vancouver in this thing, which is about a 5-hour drive. I was there for 5 days, and you know, there's a lot of driving in between, so lots of fill-ups. On a regular month, it's probably about 200 bucks a month for gas on this thing, maybe 300, I don't know. That's about $400 to $4,500 this month that I've spent on that. Can't do the math on the top of my head of how much it cost me for every car this month, but I'll include it in the next clip. I just did the math, and this month alone, it cost me $10,700.
Oh, damn!
Now, obviously that's super high up, and it's definitely not like that every month. Usually it's maybe $1,000 a month for all the cars, which is not too bad, but yeah, this month kind of got me a little bit, and it sucked, let me tell you. That's how much it costs to afford 5 vehicles at 21, soon to be 6. I'm getting a C300 Mercedes for my girlfriend, actually. It's not for me, but it will be in my name, and I'll be paying for all the maintenance. Kind of an L, but you know, she'll love it, so that's what matters, I guess. Really just how it goes, and it's just the price you gotta pay when you want, you know, multiple cars and you like them and stuff like that. Now, on top of everything we just went over, there's still even more costs that aren't quite necessary, but still very possible that you may need them.
And a perfect example of that is my storage locker. Now, when you're modifying 5 cars on a consistent basis,
you end up with a ridiculous amount of extra parts. Probably got close to 10 grand worth of car parts in here.
and you need some place to store them if you don't want to throw them in your garage and have it just absolutely cluttered.
So a storage unit is just an extra cost you need when you have that many cars, or at least in my case. And this cost me about, yeah, I actually have no clue. Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna find out. $135 a month, which is not that bad, but I mean, like, you know, it's just an extra cost on top of everything. So yeah, it's definitely not cheap. It's a great time though. I have a blast with my cars. I love modifying them. Nothing feels better. But with that being said, I think that's going to be the end of this video. I got to go hit the driving range. I got a round tomorrow and I suck at golf. So we're going to go practice up. Hope everyone enjoyed the video and I'll catch you in the next one.